The 2020 election is just around the corner, and we want to help you keep track of the biggest issues and where the candidates stand on them, like climate change. The Trump administration has made a point of rolling back environmental protection regulations. The administration plans to freeze fuel efficiency standards, promote offshore drilling, promote drilling on public lands, and weaken protections for endangered species, all of which will likely benefit the fossil fuel industry across the board. And burning more fossil fuels leads to more CO2 emissions, thus accelerating climate change.
The United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord. I was elected to represent the citizens of Pittsburgh, not Paris.
All of the major 2020 Democratic candidates have committed to rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement, which the Trump administration has started to pull out of, ending fossil fuel extraction on federal lands and eliminating fossil fuel subsidies. So while all of the major Democratic candidates want to reduce carbon emissions, how they do it may differ. Most of them have expressed support for some type of carbon pricing, such as a carbon tax. And while most of the major candidates support a fracking ban, others have opted to limit or regulate it. The Green New Deal has gotten a lot of attention as a potential climate action plan. A number of the major 2020 Democratic candidates actually co-sponsored the non-binding resolution, and other major candidates have publicly stated their support of a Green New Deal in some shape or form. So where do Americans stand on climate change? Well, according to a 2019 Pew poll, 56% of Americans say protecting the environment should be a top priority for the president. But only 44% say the same about climate change. Perhaps unsurprisingly, these are the two most polarizing issues that Pew asked about, with Democrats overwhelmingly prioritizing, and for Republicans, they are the least important issues. So as we count down to Election Day, we'll be keeping an eye on this issue and where the candidates stand.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.